Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more Safari Week. We're still in the swamp, swamping it up. Since a day has passed, I think we'll go check the binoculars. Maybe my friend Gulpin has finally decided to show up. Who knows? Watching the gameplay of the first Death Stranding. You deliver packages, right? You deliver, like, cargo. As Norman Reedus. And there's a baby. And other celebrities. That's basically my grasp of the game. I do like this song. This is a nice song to listen to. Alright, chat, let's see. Actually, we gotta get out of here first. Oh, that counts as an encounter. Brother Whooper! I thought for a second I wasn't able to jump over that ledge. My character didn't want to do it. Okay, I gotta get my stream deck closer. It's time to push a button for hours. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We are on the way to check the binoculars for today. See what we got. The little, train car is unique, but man, this place just looks... Everything in here looks the same. I can't even walk on the tracks. Boo. The quick tram. Yeah, tram. That's the word I was looking for. Tram. Okay, that works too. You gotta pay more. 100 Poké Dollars? That's such a ripoff. Alright, we got Skorupi. Drapion. Badoo. Boopa. Badoof. Okay, so Jack Squad in that one. Okay, let's check the second one. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're checking the binoculars. We got Babarrel. We've got Bidoof. Man, I sure love the variety here. We got Drapion. We've got another Babarrel. We've got Azurill. Whoops. Alright, we got one more chance. Skorupi. Drapion. Bidoof. Man, we don't even get Carnivine tonight? No, that's sad. Oh wow, that was nothing. The game just told me you get nothing, you lose. Well, damn. Phil went back to the future. Where is Gulpin? Oh. Alright, well. No Kangaskhan either. Not that I really need Kangaskhan shiny, but at least it's a somewhat interesting Pokemon. Where's Krogunk? Why is Krogunk so rare? I never see Krogunk. Like, this place is so criminally boring. It's fitting, I suppose. Baby Park? What? What do you mean, Baby Park? Love that Mario Kart course. Alright, Venus. Whoops. That's not Venusaur. Venusaur, we're back. Hope you're ready to sweet scent your heart out. Yeah, exactly. Everything in the marsh looks the same. The areas are not distinct, so it's confusing. Almost like this place is not designed well. Hi, Quagsire. It's nice to see you at least. At least we have a friend in Quagsire. You've got a friend in me. Speaking of Woody, I saw they're making was it MSI? I think it was MSI. There's a Woody motherboard from MSI that is sure, I guess. Do they have a Buzz Lightyear version? I just saw the Woody one. Krogunk wouldn't be caught dead in here. Which Pokemon game do I think is worth playing? What do you mean? Like, out of all of them? Or on the Switch? Or... honestly, even there's several gens I don't love. I think every gen is worth trying at least once. Okay, we're almost at 1,000. We were gonna hit 1,000 yesterday, but then Pocket Eevee Grove dropped. Which I haven't pulled anything from Eevee Grove. Not a single thing. Nothing but scam packs as far as the eye can see. What's up, Poke Guy? On the Switch? Well, I guess that's a harder question. Because I'm not a huge fan of any of the Pokemon Switch games. But they all have different functions. Like, are you a shiny hunter? Because I think some games are better for shiny hunt. Like, Scarlet and Violet is a great game if you're a shiny hunter. That's a great way to build up your shiny collection. Crown Tundra DLC and Sword and Shield is a fun experience, good for shiny hunting. This is a game I would not recommend, BDSP, for shiny hunting. This would probably be at the bottom of my list to recommend, just in general and also for shiny hunting. Scarlet Violet if you want to get into competitive. I don't know if I don't know. Would you recommend Let's Go to anybody, chat? Honestly, maybe start with Sword and Shield, and then if you like that, do Scarlet Violet. Or you could just pick up Scarlet Violet. Yeah, the thing about Let's Go is that it has motion controls. And I have, oh, it's Golduck. Oh, hey man, what's up? So it's hard to recommend a motion control game, you know? What's up, White Cats? No luck yet. We're still in the swamp. No, I wouldn't either, Cacturn. I would not pick up. I would not recommend this game. Especially since, oh, we hit 1,000. Especially since, you know, again, if you want to get into shiny hunting, a lot of the shinies worth getting in this game, like Arceus and Shaman and Darkrai. Arceus, you have to have another game, PLA. I think PLA is worth trying. I think Legends Arceus is worth picking up. But it is a different experience than a mainline Pokemon game. But I'd still say it's worth picking up. But yeah, all those Pokemon in here, you either have to have another game, or for Shaman and Darkrai, you had to have downloaded the event, which is no longer available. Oh, this is my stream deck. The number increasing is me pushing a button on my stream deck. Yeah, you not only have to have PLA, you have to make your way all throughout the game and complete it. No, Legends Arceus is not a DLC. Hey, Dream Now Princess, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. What's up, everybody? I will say, I think Legends Arceus is worth picking up if you're potentially interested in ZA, because they're similar style games, so if you're familiar with PLA, you'll be more familiar with ZA when ZA comes out, so you could definitely plan it like that. Pokemon channel for the GameCube for the definitive experience, exactly. Find a way to auto do it. I would love something like that. I would love a tool like that, especially for hatching eggs. Because hatching eggs, I don't even bother with a counter because it's so annoying. If anyone ever comes out with an auto egg counter, they would be truly goated. Honestly, that's such a hard, you know, somebody who wants to get into Pokemon, what, on the Switch, what do you even recommend? It's such a shame Virtual Console is not around. Yeah, I think checking out Legends Arceus would definitely be fun, and then you can get yourself into ZA. Oh, there is a counter for that? It just doesn't work for the Safari Zone? Interesting. Yeah, you know, it's difficult because the best Pokemon games are not on the Switch. What am I gonna say? Go out and buy, like, Black and White, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald. That's cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. That's so much money. And of course you could emulate that, but that's kind of a, you know, a tedious thing to recommend to somebody. Oh, we have Natu this time. Yesterday it was Smoochum, now we have Natu. How much are the Pokemon 3DS games going for these days? Are they also expensive? Oh, a YouTuber made it? Interesting. Wish Natu was in here. Wait, did I hatch shiny Natu? I think I might have hatched it. I don't know, you know what would be nice, chat, if whenever Gen 10 comes out and somebody comes in and asks for a recommendation, I could be like, hopefully, start with this. Or maybe Virtual Console will exist by then. Ha ha ha. Now I'm really joking. $50 for X and Y, depending on where you purchase it. I guess that's not too bad. Not that I'd really recommend those games either. Got an A+ in one of your subjects? Nice, congrats. You hope they'll finally be able to hit their stride for this console? You and me both. Same. This is Shining Pearl. I'm in the Great Marsh. The one and only. Look at all my red games, chat. If there's a red version, a red title for Gen 10, you know I gotta pick the red one. We got all the red titles. Sakura, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. What's up, everybody? We're in the swamp, the marsh. Chilling in the swamp. Man, Golduck is a jump scare every time. One of these days, Golduck, they gotta give you a better model. One of these days, brother. Unfortunately, I've been really hoping that Gulpin would show up. That's one of the Pokemon I still need shiny, but it has refused. So I'm kind of just... We'll see if anything shows up. Again, as far as Safari Zones on the Switch, this is kind of my only option. Oh, it's just a Golduck party. Because the Safari Zone in Let's Go is non-existent. Well, it's a Pogo. They repurposed it. Oh, happy birthday, Firebrand. Found a shiny Golduck in Violet. Do I have a Golduck in Scarlet? I've got, wow, it really is a Golduck party. I've gotten several shiny Psyduck. Golduck has shown up in Dynamax Adventures. I have a shiny Alpha Psyduck from PLA. That was one of my favorite alphas I ended up getting shiny. Yeah, Y-Cats, I checked it was even worse than yesterday. There is nothing here today. Not even Carnivine and not even Kangaskhan. It's sad. Well, thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Yeah, it was mostly just Skorupi, there's Drapion, Babarrel. I struggle to understand why the variety in the Great Marsh is so bad. And of course, I'm gonna sound like a broken record at this point, but there was more variety added in Platinum, but since this is a faithful remake, things like Kecleon are not in here. Yeah, Psyduck's got a great shiny. Golduck's is... Would we say it's terrible or just kind of not good? Psyduck has probably one of the best Gen 1 shinies. Poor Golduck. Not good. C, yeah, very middling to low tier. I'll always hate that, like, red color that Golduck has for its shiny. It just does not look good. Bidoof. What's up, everybody? We're in the marsh, hanging out with Bidoof, as one does. It's very yeah, Justin. It's like that off-color red. I don't know how to describe it, but I really don't like it. Yeah, Psyduck's one of those Pokemon that's in every game. It's like Gyarados. It's like Charizard. It's, you know, it's all over the place. Which makes me all the more sad that they've never done anything with Golduck. Like, why have they never given Golduck anything, chat? The Eevee set dropped in Pocket. Yeah, we opened a few packs last night. I didn't pull a single thing. And we looked at the whole set. Pretty meh. The Rainbow Dragonite is cool. I hope I can pull that. But it's certainly another Eevee set. Kind of a dime a dozen at this point. Yeah, Charizard actually isn't in PLA. That's true. My first pack I opened yesterday on stream, I did get a shiny Gardevoir, which... You guys called it that they were gonna put shinies in the set again. I guess they're just gonna continue to keep doing that. They're gonna continue to keep tainting these sets. But that's about... No way! Hold on, wait. Bibby? Shiny Bibby? That's a shiny Bibby! Oh, now I'm scared. Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting anything to actually show up. That's a shiny Bibby! Oh my goodness. Alright. Here goes nothing. Let's see, will Bibby... Bibby is my friend! No, he's not my friend! Bibby's watching. Oh, man. Let's see. Bibby! Let's go! Oh, that's so cool! We got Bibby! Oh my gosh, I'm like shaking. I did it! Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, was that a crit capture? I thought we got it on the first throw, but he broke out. Oh my god. That's so fun! Babarrel! Friend of the stream. Oh my gosh! Bibby! That's so fun! Party. Oh, that's awesome! Well, you know we gotta... Well, we're still in here. I should probably leave and then save. Oh my gosh. That was amazing! And I fell in the mud. 10:45. That's honestly, that's pretty good. Wow. We got bibbied. Yeah, that definitely looked like a crit catch, and it still broke out. Oh my gosh. Yay! That Badoo isn't shiny, I just caught it by accident. You've got to go to the box now, my friend. I feel like I run into things all the time whenever I play this game. Okay, where's my shiny? Wow, we haven't added a shiny in this game in quite a while. Where is it? It's been so long I don't even remember. There, here we are. Bibby! You can live next to Manaphy. In Arceus. Shaman, Darkrai, Arceus, Manaphy, Bibby. That's awesome. This is definitely one of my more unique shiny boxes that I have. We've got some... Oh, I completely forgot about Delcatty. Yeah, welcome to PC jail forever, Bibby. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, back to the swamps. We got one. Can we get another? $10.45. I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. I should write that down. I should write that down. 10:45. I miss Skitty and Delcatty too. Why have they been absent for so long? There's just Gen 3 Pokemon that we haven't seen in forever. Castform, Kecleon. Manifesting a shiny Bidoof. Pretty close, honestly. Ah, that was so cool. Alright, Venusaur, we're back. You're back on the job. Yeah, when are we gonna get a Babarrel form? What's up, Rescue Squad? Shiny Bibby is better. It would have been funny though if it was Golduck after we were just talking about Golduck. Yeah, is Skitty gonna be in ZA? I hope so. We have not seen Skitty and Delcatty for so long, chat. Except in this game. really want to shiny hunt Castform. I think Castform is a really underrated Pokemon. One thing I think about Gen 3 is that they really nailed... Like, Castform exists because they introduced Weather, you have Plusle and Minun for doubles. They introduced a lot of Pokemon that fit with the gimmicks that they introduced as well. A Bidoof you ran into after becoming champion. One of the funniest shinies I got in this game was, this was off stream. I was just completing the dex for the shiny charm in the underground, and I ran into a random shiny Absol that immediately set up a Perish song. So I flung a few balls at it to try and get it in like a premiere, but then I ultimately had to use a Master Ball on it because it would have died to Perish song. Would have fainted. Man, I'm still like... That was fun. It's all fun in games until you run into a shiny and they flee, I suppose. Yeah, as soon as I ran into the Absol, I was like, oh no. It's gonna do something suspicious, and then it immediately... And I didn't have any, like, false swiper or spore user on me, because I was just casually catching Pokemon for the dex. You know, just throwing quick balls. So I wasn't exactly prepared to catch anything shiny. So that's one of the few Pokemon that I have shiny in a Master Ball. It might actually be my only one. Which is sad, too, because the Premier Ball is basically made for shiny Absol. Like a match made in Pokemon Arceus's heaven. But no, it's in a Master Ball. Man, Barrel, friend of the stream. Why does Golduck look like... Golduck looks huge in this game. Yeah, there's gonna be nothing but Scarlet and Violet and Dynamax Adventures, and then one Barrel. One BDSP Barrel for the shiny compilation. I think for shiny Absol, the Premier Ball, or Lux. I mean, you could do Moon Ball, too. Pokemon sizes were not a priority for this game if following Pokemon are any proof. You don't like tiny little baby Rayquaza following you around? I don't think size has been a priority of Game Freaks for many generations now. Truthfully. It is fun when we played Pokemon Coliseum and got to see an actual scaled Wailord. That was like the last time they cared, and that wasn't even made by Game Freak. What's up, Purple Pikmin? Did I put Shiny Bibby on screen somewhere? That was such a surprise. Crazy we went from this game to Legends Arceus in such a short amount of time. November to January? Like, think about Nintendo ever releasing, like, back-to-back Mario games in such a time frame. That was crazy. Yeah, I think we talked the other day about BDSP kind of feeling like a failsafe. Game Freak wasn't super confident that people would like PLA. I doubt we'll ever get two back-to-back gen games like that ever again. Like they're both Sinnoh. Like even if they had Black and White Remake or Legends Kyurem or whatever, they would not be released the way they were. Back to back like that. They get outside help again, they could do it. Somebody call Monolith Soft. We'll get back-to-back Kanto games. Look, I know some of you don't like this, but I feel like we're due for a Kanto game sometime soon. I mean, we don't have a Kanto game that has modern mechanics and isn't motion control. Because Fire Red Leaf Green was before the special physical split. And Let's Go is Let's Go. Honestly, I would rather them do a new Kanto game than shove a bunch of Gen 1 stuff into Gen 10. Or like what they did with X and Y. Or the Kalos starters feel like they got pushed aside for Mega Charizard and Mega Venusaur. You guys remember Gen 1, right? What could they do with a Kanto game that makes it feel fresh and interesting? What could they add to it to give it a little pizzazz? Did they bring the Sevi Islands back? What else could they do? Sky... Finally, I can have my sky battle between Firo and Pidgeot. Yeah, Diance's the only one. A Let's Go for Johto. I think the Let's Go ship has sailed at this point. Include Johto like a reverse gold and silver. That would be incredibly cool. Then you can get Gen 1 and 2 Firos, one Roggenrola. You really like flying the ride Pokemon in Let's Go? Yeah, it's so funny because the maps are so small, so you don't get to really actually enjoy flying around, but it is fun how limited it actually is. Yeah, it's been almost 8 years since Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. And again, remember, Let's Go exists because of Pogo. Pogo is not riding that high anymore. Let's Go was a bridge for casual Pogo people to get into the mainline Pokemon games. The Orange Islands? Now, that's... would never happen, but it would be amazing if it did. Future Kanto. If it's Future Kanto, would Professor Oak be dead? Gary's the Blue is the professor now. They put him in the Professor Oak's vault, the Disney vault. You did not enjoy Let's Go to the point where you dropped the game at Blaine and only came back years later. Yeah, it's Let's Go is an interesting... Visually, I think there's some of the best looking Pokemon games on the Switch. They nailed the chibi style. It's very bright. The graphics look nice. It's just kind of everything else. It's kind of everything else. Which is wild because I saw a tweet like a week ago that said the way you catch Pokemon at Let's Go is way more exciting and should be the normal way you catch Pokemon. And it's like, I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, the motion controls are also forced unless you play in handheld. And if you like Safari Week, where Pokemon can potentially run from you, you'll love Let's Go. There's a video up on my YouTube channel of my shiny fail of me running into a shiny Charizard and it fled. It fled on me. I mean, not only does it have forced motion controls, but I don't feel like they're programmed very well. Like, if it always felt like a shot in the dark if my Pokeball was actually gonna land or just fly completely over the Pokemon's head. I never felt like I got a hand on it. People thought we would get a Let's Go every other year. Yeah, how many times did I see Let's Go Togepi? Let's go Wooper. Didn't help that it was a region you've already done several times with us. Yeah. There's not much real story to Gen 1. You fight Team Rocket, you beat the league, GG. Yeah, let's go Skitty. Let's go Skitty, let's go Poochyena. Let's Go had one mechanic that I thought was so interesting though, and they never really brought it back. When you infiltrate Team Rocket's base in Celadon, there's a moment where you actually take control of Pikachu or Eevee to complete a puzzle. To like go through a vent. And I thought that was really interesting, and they just never elaborated on that or brought it back in any capacity. Taking control of a Pokemon to solve a puzzle is a really interesting idea, especially now that Synchro exists. They could expand upon that and it could be really cool. Like maybe there's a puzzle that you can only solve if you synchro with a little Pokemon to fit through a narrow space, and they could do the reverse of that where you need like a heavy Pokemon to sit on a switch so you can go through the door or something like that. Yeah, like Ratchet and Clank. The let's go fail. I was just trying to shiny hunt a Spearow. I was just humbly looking for a Spearow and shiny Charizard pulls up and then leaves. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any puzzles at all in modern Pokemon games, which I think is really sad. Waiter, can I get some gameplay, please? Yeah, Mimikyu, exactly. It's, you know, you get to do little things with your Pokemon other than battle. Exactly. 1111, Azurill said, no, not shiny. Like, ever since we lost HMs, there's no strength puzzles anymore. We don't get, like... I mean, I guess they had some Team Rocket spin pads in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But we just don't get anything like that anymore. Yeah, Booper's a tad bit more animated now. Came for the Spearow, stayed for the trauma. You were the only one who unironically wanted a Let's Go Johto. If they had severely tweaked the motion control, I don't know. The battle system I just did not like. If you could maybe pick or choose. Traditional battle or motion controls. Just walk to the next battle or story point. Yeah, I get that. I get what you mean. Yeah, we haven't had anything like contests lately either. There's no side thing for you to really participate with your Pokemon with. Made brownies today from scratch. Nice. Love a good brownie. I mean, again, not to be a broken record, but I really think they could do more with fishing. They removed it in Scarlet Violet, bring it back for Gen 10, invent a new NPC for fishing. And you can redeem rewards for whatever the fishing NPC wants. Maybe they want a large Pokemon, so you could catch a Gyarados. Or maybe they want a little fish, so you could catch like a Goldeen. Like, if Sonic Frontiers and Kirby and the Forgotten Land can have a simplistic but fun fishing minigame, and Pokemon can't anymore, it's messed up. And they didn't have the Battle Frontier in Oras. Yeah, we haven't really had a battle facility in a long time either. Kids in their phones, something something, whatever Masuda said. Yeah, there's no fishing in Scarlet and Violet. None. The kids in their phones. We can't talk about the Battle Frontier not existing in Oraz without bringing up that Masuda quote. Impossible. Yeah, fishing in Pokemon is never gotten that different, but there have been a few gens with slightly different mechanics for how you fish up Pokemon. And then there was chain fishing in X and Y, which that was one of the first, that was the first way I ever shiny hunted. Maybe if your maybe if your game had actual content. You could perhaps get little Timmy to put his Subway Surfers down. Yeah, chain fishing still rules. And again, if rumors, you know, that Gen 10 is gonna be like Greece or have a lot of water, and there's no fishing, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be mad. A tapping minigame for fishing. Yeah, I mean, just look at all the Stardew Valley clones that have popped up, or even like Animal Crossing. Fishing is such a big part of Animal Crossing. You could do like a fish dex. I love the fishing minigame in Stardew Valley. Some people don't like it, but I love it. You actually have to have a little bit of skill. Imagine having a little bit of skill in a video game. But yeah, chain fishing, I got a shiny Relicanth. That's my boy right there. The Mario Kart devs to help them program waves into the water. I mean, look at the water in this game. Static. No bubbles, no ripples, no waves. Static. Yeah, we need the water to be carbonated. As graphics get more advanced, we lose more features. I know. Like, why is it such a thing? Yeah, let's hope if there is a lot of water in Gen 10 that they can actually program, like, plants and stuff underwater. That would be nice, instead of just empty, carved out geometry in the world that they put a pool in. Barry's gonna fine you $10 million for being late. Oh, Barry's so quirky. Dwarf Fortress. OG Dwarf Fortress, not the new version on Steam. Yeah, chain fishing is legitimately one of the best shiny hunting methods. If I were to ever rank all the shiny hunting methods, that would be very high on my list. Honestly, take it a step further. Make it, like, relaxing. Play a special fishing song and have where your character can, like, sit down. Maybe have one Pokemon available to sit beside you. And you can just fish. Unreal Engine 5 graphics. I mean, Unreal Engine 5 definitely has a lot of its own unique problems. A lore dex would legitimately be awesome. You could have like a little fishing journal and record all your different fish Pokemon you've caught. They would need to actually make Gyarados rare, though. I don't want to see us like 50 Gyarados on the beach hovering on the sand anymore. No more of that, please. A sad chain fishing story. Oh, you killed a shiny Dragalge. Yeah, Scrub's typing and Dragalge's typing. Sorry, but instead of a fishing dex, you get a panini dex. Yeah, they're too busy focusing on the goofy food gimmick that barely anybody outside of shiny hunters will use. Yeah, you could do different lures. Listen, Game Freak, listen. And you could monetize that by selling the fishing lures in real life. It's a perfect opportunity. You can make a Pikachu lore, you could make different Pokeball lores. It's free real estate. It is actual free real estate. They've already sold some real Pokemon lores. Actually, one of the most unique bits of shiny merchandise that you could buy, there was a lottery shiny Kyogre fishing lure. And I've never fished in real life at all. But even I want that. Shiny Kyogre fishing lure. But yeah, if you ever wanted to collect shiny merchandise, that would be a pretty... I mean, honestly, a lot of shiny merchandise has been limited or lotto only, so that would be expensive. You'd have to open thy wallet. Yeah, like the different Pokeballs would work perfectly for lures. And they love fishing over there. There's a reason fishing has shown up in so many other games recently. People just... it's just fun. It's just a neat mechanic. A Psyduck lure. I think they had some lures that came out for Gen 1. That are all pretty old school and fun looking. A Wurmple lure? No! Don't eat Wurmple. Orthworm lore? That would be perfect. That would actually be perfect. An Applin lore? That would be amazing too. Wow, there's so many good Pokemon you could make lures out of. Just bring fishing back, please. A Togepi lore? Don't eat the egg, baby. Yeah, Tatsugiri would work. Imagine fishing up a giant Dondozo. Some people are defending pre-DLC Gita's team. Look, they definitely did Gita dirty, but that team is kind of an atrocity. Yeah, they could do the berries. They could do Citrus Berry, Pecha Berry. That would work too. Yeah, it sure is a team. I'm telling you, Chad, the end of the Scarlet and Violet League stuff feels so rushed. It's like they had to get the game out the door in like 5 hours. Go-Goat is champion material. I don't know, also, like, they went so hard over Leon and Leon's Charizard and all that, and then they couldn't be bothered to give Gita a decent team. If they don't have Charizard, nobody cares. Maybe they could have spent the time doing that awful Rika quiz and focus that time maybe more on that limp Victory Road area or the rest of the Elite Four. I mean, that's not even a Victory Road. Calling that a Victory Road is an insult to Victory Roads. I mean, she should have had more Gen 9 Pokemon on her team. I don't know why they're so obsessed with giving champions a half-old Pokemon now. Just give her a brand new, fresh team. Yeah, the Rika quiz is to make sure Game Freak tells you you're not allowed to have fun playing their games. Oh, you're here to have fun? Wrong. Illegal? Bring back Pokeblocks and use those as lure bait? Yeah, that would work. I mean, it's not a reflection of how Paldea is. It's just a dog shit quiz. The fact that you can get failed for saying you're there to have fun is asinine. Also, again, it's like, I earned my badges, get out of my way. Why are we doing, like, a school quiz? I earned my badges, woman, get out of my way. That's all the proof I need to take on the league. I have to answer her BuzzFeed quiz before I'm allowed the privilege of taking on the Pokemon League. Like, okay. Get out of my face with this. Also, ads are coming up, chat, but we're just gonna sit here. We'll take a break so nobody will miss anything. It's like, what were they thinking with that? What were they thinking? You have to answer this the way we want you to answer this. It's like all the Mario Kart World discourse happening with the intermission stuff. They want you to play the game the way they intend you to. You think you can play the game how you want to? No. Yeah, I'll be bitching about Rika's quiz until the end of time. That's actually true. I should go back and watch my reaction to that. I was steamed. I mean, it was an insult. I felt genuinely insulted by it. Such a bad game choice. And again, just the fact that I, like, have to deal with this woman's garbage quiz. It's like, I have the proof that I should challenge the league. It's these 8 badges right here. You can't have 8 gens. Well, there's no gyms in 7, but you get what I mean. And then all of a sudden it's like, you have to answer our quiz. to get the honor and privilege of going to the bland blue mental institution room where you fight the Elite Four in. That they give you this big quiz, you have to earn all your badges, and then you fight 9-year-old Poppy. Like, this is a very unserious organization. I'm sorry. This is not a serious organization. I do not respect you. I do not respect this organization. Unovan daycare. Ooh. Randomize either platinum or black 2. I do black 2. Randomize Gen 5 is always a fun time. Whoever the building designer was for Scarlet Violet, man. To go from the big bombastic stadiums in Gen 8 to the corporate looking rectangular box gyms in 9. That's such a crime. Literally copy and pasted too, because again, Grush's gym, you know, on the top of the snowy mountain, has the greenery outside. They really didn't give a singular shit. They didn't care at all. They didn't give a single shit. Copy and paste the gym here. Okay, control C, we control V, control V, control V. All right, perfect. We're good. All done here. What a strange theme to even go for. Like, I guess they were trying to make it more corporate and then every gym leader has a second job, but why? What are they trying to say? I mean, the only payoff for that is Larry being an Elite Four member. That's funny. But for everybody else, I just don't get it. It's such a it's like a light, tiny dusting of something. I just don't understand what. The Galar Gym controversy? No, what was that? It's like, oh, all the gym leaders have a second job. Okay. Is Game Freak telling everybody to go on that grind set? Can't afford a Switch 2, just get a second job. No, you... Okay. I guess being a gym leader doesn't pay very well. Do they even get dental? The thing is, I like a lot of the gym leader designs in 9. Not all of them. But the character designs themselves are fun. But then they're just given nothing. And don't get me started on the limp mini games. If you could barely even call them that before the challenge, before the actual gym fight. What was Iono's, like, I Spy... That was the weirdest. That was kind of giving Fantina's math gym, I'll be honest. Like, it felt like I was in an episode of Dora the Explorer. It's like she's a streamer. What does this have to do with streaming? It's just a bunch of random shit thrown together. Like, there's the pieces are here, they're not fitting together. Galar has 18 gyms and lore. Interesting. Yeah, and Iono brought in Clavel? Why? What does he have to do with this? It was so random. It was so random. You know, Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. It's like, I get that these games are made for, you know, younger... Honestly, I would hope they'd be for everybody. That's what they should be. But man, that was such a juvenile... It's like, okay, everybody, where's Clavel? Point to him on the screen. There he is. Like, that's what it felt like. That is what it felt like. I felt like I was being talked down to. Infantilizing. The developer in charge of that task could program in half a day. Yeah, honestly, Cacturn, that is likely the case. Where did they spend most of their development time on for SV? I would love to know. Yeah, the psychic gym puzzle was another one where it's like, okay. Oh god, hurry up. The entire dev cycle. The desert? Yeah, did they spend all their time on the sweeping open world that is primarily just empty, devoid of anything, then clumsy Pokemon spawns? They trusted us to solve a few puzzles without dropping the game. What's up, Yeti? We got a shiny Bibby! I got a shiny Babarrel at 10:45. And this is, we're not even talking about how little they actually did with the overall school theme. Yes, I did catch it. I think it was the second or third ball. Just like the Rika quiz, chat, I'll never get over the fact that we were not able to customize our dorm rooms. That had to be part of development at some point, right? They just had to cut it for time. That had to be part. You can never decorate anything unless it's in Gen 3. You can only decorate your house if you live in Hoenn. Remember when Joe Merrick brought his laptop to his sibling's wedding to watch the Galar nature thing? Classic Joe moment right there. I've got a report on the Pokemon news. It's critical, life-altering. Yeah, we don't even get ice puzzles. The last ice puzzle was the one in this game that we skipped because this was a buggy nightmare mess. So I did a speedrun trick when I first played through this. It was awesome. Yeah, the West would fall if he doesn't report on Pokemon nudes the second it happens. What was the ultimate goal that Clavel told us? To find the treasure? The treasure was the were the friends we made along the way. They actually did that. They never buffed Regigigas. At this point, I feel like they never will. Poor lad. I don't know, chat. All I know is that I hope to Arceus we never return to a school setting like this. No more school uniforms, no more classes. It's such a bizarre idea to begin with, because what do most people play games for? Escapism. Oh, and the way they handled all the Team Star stuff. All the legends in ZA will be shiny locked. I mean, the way they've been going about shiny locks lately, there is a high possibility that that will be true. The contraband Clavel had. His secret stash. Honestly, it's criminal how little we got of Sada and Turo. You know what would have been neat if they had set up these, like, journals where we could have watched them researching or investigating, you know, all the Area Zero stuff. Periodically, we could find, like, memos or something. I mean, the Team Star stuff, they go back to school and immediately conform again. I think that's a bad message, personally. Good night, Cacturn. Have a good one. Felt like a big rug pull. I'll never really understand the amount of hype Area Zero got. When Scarlet and Violet first came out, people were like blown away by it. I mean, it's a neat area, but the always on sunlight kind of gets old after 5 minutes of being in there, you know? It broke new ground! I mean, maybe because it's the most visually interesting looking place in all of Paldea. I don't know. Of course, GF slipped with a propaganda right in at the end. Yeah, go put your school uniform on and conform. Remove everything that made you unique and conform. That there's so much more to Area Zero. Yeah, exactly. They didn't add or expand anything with it in Blueberry. The Tarapago stuff was a joke. Yeah, the tree, they did nothing with the tree. They put Garganackle in front of it. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited to go see Garganackle? Which, that's like, why did they do Walking Wake? Or Iron Leaves? They could have put those new Paradox Pokemon down there, and they just didn't. They put, what, Garganackle and Noivern? Was that the other Pokemon that was down there? Like, okay. Did they just put a bunch of Pokemon in a hat and pull out a name? I mean, I love Garganackle and Noivern, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there were more thematic, appropriate Pokemon to put down there, you know? Almost everything is randomized. Have fun. Diancie? Yeah, Diancie could have been neat down there. Something different. And then it all just abruptly kind of ends. Kieran, you know, you have the little episode down there with Kieran, and then it's just over. It's so rushed. Yeah, I wonder if we'll ever get another gen where they do something different, like 7 with the trials. Which, again, Gen 7 had gyms all the way until debugging, when they decided to put trials in instead. Well, yeah, I mean, the Legends games not having gyms kind of goes without saying. I mean, there is a gym in the city. But I don't think Clement's gonna be home. Yeah, I feel like Kieran needed a little bit more build-up and payoff. I liked all the kids at the academy. Like, it would have been fun to spend more time with Lacey and Drayton and Crispin and all of them. You just kind of do their trials and that's it. I always will love when Drayton... I always want to say Drayton. Pokemon loves naming characters almost identical. When he leans down to mock Kieran. He basically leans down and says El Bozo. That's probably the meanest character we've ever seen in a Pokemon game. Mean, you know, in air quotes. Lacey and the others were annoying brown nosers. Yeah, Drayton had some spice to him. I liked him. It's very rare whenever we get a Pokemon character that has any sort of spice. They're usually just kind of raw, uncooked. Yeah, and then Kieran's fine 2 scenes later. They get back to Blueberry and he's like, I got better. I'm better now. Super stuck up and hung up on you as an exchange student being able to join their club. I know, it's like, do you know who I am? You gotta drop the, do you know who I am? I am the league champion. You're just a bunch of kids at a school. I mean, I guess you are also a child at a school. But like, I'm the league champion. I don't know, at the same time that did create a little tiny bit of drama. The fact that they were all kind of stuck up a little bit and didn't want you to join, and Drayton had ulterior motives for you joining. Like, that's kind of interesting. He wanted you to beat Kieran. Kieran was being a big old menace, and he wanted Kieran taken down. A character whose personality is I cook food. I cook the food. Characters whose gimmicks are based off of food are always like that. If your character either eats food or cooks food, that is just their singular sole personality. That is all they get. Oh, some TCG stuff went up? What went up? Yeah, he loves his sandwiches and has a mag mortar. Oh, the Charizard EX collection? Giovanni's Mewtwo box is still up. You got Crispin's dialogue for no bread on the sandwich. So did I! I knew about that before I did it. I saw somebody post about that. That is kind of funny. That actually is pretty funny. If you didn't know, if you don't put the top piece of bread on the sandwich for Crispin's trial thing, he comments on it. So clearly the devs noticed that you don't have to put the top piece of bread on. Enough to program it into the game. See, they do pay attention. I wonder if Mario Kart World is gonna get updated after all the controversy I've seen today. The fact that I've seen so many people say to just play, to go back to 8 is hysterical. $80 game. Yeah, Nintendo put out an update that basically forces you to do intermissions, which a lot of people think are really boring. It really doesn't make any sense to have an open-faced sandwich, but the game doesn't require you to have the top piece of bread, so whenever I make a sandwich in that game, it's definitely nothing I don't ever put the sandwich top on. I mean, I don't have Mario Kart World, chat. I'm just going by what I've seen online. I don't have a Switch 2. Yeah, for the races. I mean, it's angered. I've seen so many angry posts about it today. Yeah, I hope the sales flatten out too. $80 game, $80 for a Mario Kart game. Who the hell do they think they are? But you could play as you could play as Fishbone. You can play as Cow. Isn't Cow so funny? I love Cow. Pirated? Is there a working Switch 2 emulator? No Link or Isabelle. Yeah, there's no other Nintendo characters. It's all just Mario. Alright, we're at 1265. I saw, actually, you know what? Speaking of Link and Isabelle, I saw a lot of people say that Mario Kart 8 had a lot of sponsorships and characters like Link and Isabelle as a desperation thing. Because it was on the Wii U. And I feel like that's absolutely correct. Nintendo needed all eyes on them, as many eyes on their Wii U games as possible. So they resorted to doing a bit more wacky things. I feel like that absolutely tracks. I can't believe I got that shiny Bibby. That was so cool. I think Splatoon really took off because it was such a fresh IP. The people yearn for fresh IPs. Although that didn't really work out for ARMS, but I think ARMS was also... like, I see the appeal for Splatoon. ARMS is a harder sell. Also, it's a fighting game, so that's an even more niche crowd. I'm pretty sure Jaded, yeah. Also, ARMS is just kind of a lame... That sounds like a Disney movie title. You know when Disney tries to simplify all their movie titles? It sounds like a Disney title. ARMS. Yeah, and Splatoon fills a niche that Nintendo didn't really have. What's up, Midnight? I got a shiny barrel earlier. Bibby. I'm excited to see what Bonanza is gonna end up getting reviewed at. How well that game's gonna be received. I saw Grant Kirkhope tweet that apparently the DK rap is all over Bonanza. Good. Although knowing Nintendo, they won't credit him, just like they didn't credit him before. Pauline ends up in a little rock creature. It's funny that she speaks English, but all the other Kongs are just speaking like Simlish. I know, Grant never gets credit for anything. The little rock creature's her natural form. That's her final form. Also, when are we gonna hear about Kirby Air Riders? I keep seeing articles that are like, Sakurai demanded to make Kirby Air Riders before he made a new Smash. That was his ultimatum to Nintendo. Which, good for him. That's gotta be cool to be such a respected dev that you could throw your weight around a little bit like that. No more Smash until I get to make a game I want to make. I mean, I don't blame him. Making nothing but Smash titles for all these years, I do not blame that man for wanting a break. I do not blame him. Alright, my phone is charged. I make you infinite money, let me make Curb. I think Kirby Air Riders is honestly the most interesting racing game to me so far. I'm definitely intrigued by that game the most. Disinherited. Did they announce the original for NSO? They had to have, right? Okay, I thought they did. I thought they did. Ganondorf. I mean, a new Smash title was inevitable, whether Sakurai is behind it or not, because yes, it does. It does print lots of money for Nintendo. Can they let Sakurai make a new Kid Icarus game? Or like anybody make a new Kid Icarus game? I love Bidoof's cry, it's so cute. Gundramon. Yeah, they've been honestly, the way Time Stranger is being revealed, it almost brings me back to Sun and Moon era. They're revealing like a new Digimon every other day now. And they revealed the new anime that comes out later this year. His name is Geckomon, but like we already have a Geckomon. It's Geckomon with 2 Ks. Yeah, maybe after Kirby, Sakurai can go back to Kid Icarus. There's so many Nintendo IPs that have kind of just been dangling in the wind for years now that I would like to see them return to. An Ice Climbers sequel. Man, the Ice Climbers have been dangling for many years. Yeah, they're very similar. It does have Machine Dramon energy. It's like they're cousins. Big, large gun machine guys from another digital mother. They announced new pendulums too, but it's all like... Sun Wukong! Wow! They really love Sun Wukong. You want a new Kid Icarus? I always wanted to play the one on the 3DS, but I never did. It looked fun. I always liked Pit in Smash. Alright, chat. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Whoops, no. No. Get me out of here. Okay. Alright, chat, give me a second. Alright. Okay, definitely, I will definitely update recent for Shiny Bibby. That's a pretty good recent to have. If you're just coming in, chat, we had a Shiny Barrel encounter and I actually managed to catch it. It was cute. Yeah, I'm sad I never got to play Kid Icarus Uprising. He's a kid, he's Icarus, and he's Uprising. I'm glad I can say I at least caught one shiny for Safari Week. I don't know, who knows? Maybe Nintendo has some sort of secret trick up their sleeve for the next Direct. Who knows? Inaugural Safari Zone hunt. Would I do this again in another? Yeah, absolutely. If there's a Safari Zone in a future game, absolutely. Magnum Kidmon. A lot of Digimon names are goofy as hell. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to it not being as brutally hot today. That'll be nice. Your rando is glitched? How? How did that happen? Wow, wow. Oh, Gumdramon? Oh, that sucks. That is a terrible mega for Gumdramon. Aristodramon is such a cool Digimon. What a downgrade. Oh, chat. There was something I wanted to bring up tonight. I'm just now remembering it. So we're talking about Digimon. It made me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! For a second. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Does this thing. I guess this is a marketing thing they do now. Where they have a masked duelist. And you have to figure out who the shadow duelist is. I think it was Zayn from One Direction last time. Get a load of who they got. This is so funny. Look who they got. That's Dylan Sprouse. That is Zach from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I laughed out loud when I saw this. He just needs to do an ad for Digimon and he'll have the trifecta. But look at him. That is so funny. Dylan Sprouse is the masked duelist. I mean, he looks good. I feel like he's more fitting than Zayn. But yeah, that's really funny. My man Zach is big dueling. He's gonna send you to the Shadow Realm. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, I think after Zach and Cody, he stopped acting and he's known to go to like gaming conventions and stuff. A long time ago, during Heart Gold Soul Silver era, him and his brother Cole did ads for Heart Gold Soul Silver that are pretty iconic. Again, he just needs to do an ad for Digimon and he can have the big three. That was that's so funny. Dylan Sprouse. I wonder what archetype Dylan likes to play. Floridora, thanks for the raid. What's up, everybody? Have I heard of drop bears? I have. They're funny critters. What's up, everybody? Cole do all the work by clipping his Poke Walker. I remember their Danimals ads so well. Dylan and Cole Sprouse used to do a lot of Danimals commercials. Well, I crushed the alien! Thanks again for the raid, I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. Meryl. Pokemon. I love when people say Pokemon. I used to pronounce it like that for a long time. Pokemon. But now when I hear that, it's like, it gives me a visceral reaction. I love Pokemon. Are the people who say Pokemon, do they say Pokeballs? Instead of Pokeballs? My Pokeball. Your favorite Pokemans. Pokemans is always how the boomers would say it. The Pikachus and the Pokemans. Super Mario Brothers. Man, shout out to my Venusaur for sweet scenting over 1,300 times now. What a trooper. Mario. I hate when people say Mario. That is such a pet peeve of mine. I understand completely. Mario. Like, what is he, a horse? A female horse? No. He is an Italian plumber. That is Mario right there. How do they pronounce Wario? Wario. Do people who say Mario, do they also say Wario? Yeah, they say Wario normally, but then they say Mario. Make it make sense, chat. Mario. Super Mario. At least you can only say Luigi like Luigi. There's no like Luigi. Lugia. Luigi Gia. Lugia. Mario. The Mario brothers. Luigi Gigas. Luigi. Lumbus. Alright, we got 1340. Mark and Lumbus. Iconic characters. Do not steal. A new original characters invented right now. Do not steal. It's funny how most Mario characters have such simplistic names, which is on purpose, because that makes them more memorable and easy to say. Like Peach, Toad, Daisy. Even Bowser is simple. What's the most complex Pokemon name to say? Peach likes Bowser now? I don't blame her. Pukamu- You're right. Yeah, I have it. You immediately got it. Pukamuku. It's gotta be Pukamuku. Cofagrigus is a good one too. Illumise is also a good one. Those are all three of those are good ones. What about like Eternatus? I immediately thought about Eternatus when I asked that. Yeah, Blacephalon. Alola Momola, that's a good one too. Zerkatry? Yeah, there's a few Ubis that you could, that kind of have complex names. I mean, I always call Naganadel just Naga. I always just shorthand it. But I do that to a lot of Pokemon. Stakataka is a pretty long name, too. Quag, the Quagsire. Cosmoem is kind of a mouthful. Elgium and Behem, yes. I mean, I get why people would have trouble with it. Yeah, Garganackle. Yeah, Uxie. Glen Quagsire. He would be a Glen. Yeah, Quaquaval, that's a good one too. Seal. The mightiest one of them all. I feel like Zacian trips up a lot of people. I've heard Zacian before. Solgaleo, Solgaleo, I've heard. Oh, Suicune. A lot of people can't pronounce Suicune correctly. Hence the fact that I've heard somebody say Suiswoon. If you ever hear me jokingly say Suiswoon, you know the lore now. Arceus. I just refuse to ever say Arceus. I will not participate in that madness. Suiswoon. They should rename that, actually. Refuse to say arc, yeah. I mean, again, it's because of, you know, the Brits say arse, so they don't want you to say arse. So they retroactively changed it to be Arceus. Me sprit. I think I would crack up if I heard somebody say me sprit. I have heard that though. Me sprit. Me sprit, you sprit, we all sprit. Oh yeah, Dino. I feel like I still switch Hydreigon, Hydreigon, Hydreigon. Metagross, Metagross. I've heard both of those. Is Metagross? Is he gross or is he gross? Dino, Dino. I mean, a lot of people are not familiar with the German language, to be fair. I know I'm not. I don't know any. I've never really known many Germans in my time. Yeah, the Reggies. People either say Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, or they say Reg Ice. Zoalius. Zwei. Hydrocity, Hydrocity, you decide. Jugulus. Iron Juggy. Also, ad warning, chat. Ads are coming up. Probably the last ads of the night. But we'll just sit and park so nobody will miss anything. Iron Jugs. You better watch out. Yeah, Rayquaza versus Rayquaza. I've always said Rayquaza. Rayquay. And of course, we've got to if we talk about Rayquaza, we have to talk about Groudon and Kyogre. Saw on YouTube, you came over here. Nice, welcome. Groudon. That's Gordon to you. Iron Leaves. Alright, ads are playing, so just gonna park here for a second. Most of the Paradox Pokemon have pretty simple names. It's just iron and then one other word. And then what, like Brute Bonnet, you know, that's pretty simple. Screamtail. Ferrothorn. Chien Pao, Wo Chien. Oh, yeah, Evital. I've always said Evital. And then I feel like there's the other legendary always has a simple name, like Solgaleo, Solgaleo, and then you just have Lunala. Is it Zacian? Is it Zacian? Zamazenta. One of them tells the truth, and the other one only tells lies. Zygarde is pretty easy to say as well. Rattata, Ratatat-tat. Evil Tall. Evil Tall. Man, I felt like saying that name brought me into like toy boat area. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Ratatatat. Oh, I heard the genies be pronounced weird once. How did that one commentator say that? Tornadus? Tornadus? Yes, yes, you read my mind, White Cats. Tornadus, Tornadus. I mean, at the end of the day, chat, Pokemon pronunciations are not serious. Some people get really bent out of shape over it, and it's never that serious. Enamorous. The problem with Enamorous is that sometimes I'll say Eternatus instead. It's like Volcanion and Volcarona. Or Cubchoo versus Cubfu. Pokemon that have eerily similar names, I mix up sometimes. Well, the anime has pronounced a few names incorrect as well. I wouldn't take the anime as gospel. I mean, the Groudon and Kyogre came from an official Pokemon rap for Gen 3. Somebody signed off. I mean, those weren't even the only two mispronunciations in that Poke rap. Yeah, Houndour. Exactly. Houndour. People say Houndour. Houndour. Houndoom. Yeah, don't people say Raikou in a different way? Raikou? Riku? Oh, hopefully you get something soon, Enzo. Yeah, Miraidon and Koraidon. Miraidon. Koraidon. Yeah, we need another legendary like Zamazenta. The second I saw Zamazenta, it's literally just Zamazenta. Boom. Perfect. we need another Zamazenta situation. Jangmo-o. Komao. Tapu Koko. Lots of O's in Gen 7. Decidueye was definitely one of those Pokemon I had to hear somebody say. I remember when those starters got revealed, I was like, how do you say this? Decidueye. Half the Hawaiian alphabet is the letter O. Yeah, Mincino instead of Minchino. Chinchino. Barrel. Bibby. Never forget the official Pokemon Stadium pronunciation of things like Zapdos, Raichu, and Seismic Toss. We can't talk about mispronunciations without bringing up those classics. Seismic is a real world word. That is a word that exists in our actual lives. Seismic activity. And the man said seismic. Like it's a salad. For alligator. For alligator. Feral gator. Blastoise. Some seismic salad. Zapdos is pretty heinous too, because if you just take like 2 seconds to look at the naming conventions of the birds, it's uno, dos, tres. And the guy said like DOS box. MS-DOS. MS Zapdos. Oh, if you can roll that, that would be so funny. All right, let's see. What does he say?
The Parish Song countdown is 1.
Oh shit, that was ominous. The Parish Song countdown is 1. Did he have a he must have been... There must be a line for every Parish song. The countdown is down to 2. He heard me talking about my Parish song Absol earlier. I miss the stadium announcers, chat. What's funny is that Parish song is just like a song. Sing the song of death. The song of you go back to Pokeball. Get the stadium announcer back for Worlds. Are humans affected by Parish song? That's a great question. There's a difference in the number of remaining Pokemon. Yeah, Parish song mean look or Parish song with a Pokemon with a trapping ability. Name a more nasty duo. Gothitelle has entered the chat. Doug Trio has entered the chat. Yeah, Sing works on other people, you're right. Yeah, Wolfie Calm Parish. I mean, running Wolfie's one of the best. Parish trap teams are very hard to use. It takes real skill to pilot a Parish trap team. I mean, if you think about competitive Pokemon like a chess game, you basically have to try to predict turns ahead of time. It's a tough strategy to both pilot and go against. Yeah, Trick Room, I was just thinking that too. Like, Trick Room is also fairly difficult to pilot. All right, let's see if Battle Revolution Man has something appropriate to say.
Mawile.
Mawile, my wife. Mawile. Did he always say it like that? Mawile. That was a good one. Mawile. I'm excited that Mawile is coming back for ZA. I missed Mega Mawile. But yeah, it seems like whenever you're running like Parish Trap or Trick Room, you definitely have to have a lot of skill at predicting turns into the future. I mean, even weather requires some strategy, especially if you have an opponent that is also running weather. The classic Groudon Kyogre Weather Wars. Like if you lead Kyogre, you set up rain, but then your opponent brings out Groudon, so you pull Kyogre back and you have to put Kyogre out in the future to set up rain again. You're still having to think ahead. Rain Trick Room Dondozo? I cannot believe Dondozo has access to Fissure. Shocked and appalled. Yeah, it's either Torkoal or Groudon. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Charizard Y pop up again. Drought Charizard Y. Oh yeah, Marco is also super... he's one of the best players in the world, I'd say. It's very hard to be consistent in a game like Pokemon, so all those players that consistently get top results, it's very impressive. I mean, if you see Gothitelle, it's kind of like, oh. If you see a I mean, it's usually Gothitelle with the trapping ability, but if you see Goth, it's like, oh. Want to win with Eevee? Your best shot was probably Gen 7, right? With Eevee's Z move. I don't think G-Max Eevee ever made a splash anywhere. Hey, Banana, thanks for the raid! What's up, everybody? It's Badoo time. Oh, is it cold where you are, Midnight? Can you send some of that over here? I'm tired of it being so hot. I know it's winter, but... into the Pokemon meta. There's definitely regulations that I like more than others. I think a lot of the heavily legendary formats are kind of boring. Yeah, Eevee's very strong, and I think Eevee is a faster speed game because of Eevee. Monotypes are your favorite battle format? Yeah, monotypes are fun. Again, I would love to see them bring back more cups and stuff, like a little cup format. That'd be so fun. Thanks for the good luck and for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Yeah, you can run Dondozo and you don't even have to have Tatsugiri. Dondozo is just such a mighty tank. The one I was using for the Terra raid, can't even remember who it was. Was it Garchomp? Had over 500 HP. Like that's a big boy. Damn boy, he thick. You don't have the time and patience to EV train your Pokemon. See, that's totally understandable. They've made it easier over the years, but it is still tedious. It's still tedious and not fun. I really hope Champions will fix that. And there's no tools for things like... I mean, again, not only is piloting a Trick Room team difficult, but it's really annoying to get your IVs at 0. There's no item for that. There's no rusty bottle cap. Oh, and Pi used to, yeah, he used to do singles in Sword and Shield, didn't he? I much prefer that over endless Ironmon. Yeah, EVs are still annoying. It's still an annoying, tedious process. And then you have to farm things like Terra Shards. It still sucks. Like, they've made little tweaks and little improvements to it over the years, but it's still not where it should be. Which is why a lot of people gen, but that's a whole nother topic. Yeah, I remember his Steelix. He would run Appleton, too. Yeah, our Chaladon's a good choice. Our Chaladon is quite strong. Yeah, and the games themselves just do not help you. If you want to start seriously team building and learning how to do that, the games tell you jack shit. I think that's why Pokemon fan sites have been always such a big force over all of Pokemon's existence, because to be honest, the games are not very good at conveying a lot of crucial information about the mechanics in the game. Oh, did Smogon ban our Chaladon? They were scared of his bridge power. Not looking for anything in particular. I was really hoping that Gulpin would show up in here, but it has not. And I've gotten one shiny so far, Babarrel. Bibby. That was at 10:45. That's when Babarrel showed up. I mean, remember all the rumors like Riddler coup before Scarlet Violet came out, where he said something like, there's gonna be an in-game genning thing where you can make your own Pokemon for competitive. Maybe Champions will have something like that? I don't know. You never know with Game Freak. You have to raise your Pokemon yourselves, otherwise you're not being a friendly friend with them, with a friendship. Masuda comes out and says, you cheated not only the game, but yourself. You cheated not only the game, but yourself. Oh, is there any merch news tonight? I didn't even check. Introducing the Pokemon plush toy Yellow Lucario. It would really kill them to just say shiny, wouldn't it? They're always described by their colors in Japan. Black Rayquaza, yellow Lucario, black Charizard. Okay, there is kind of a cute promo. Hold on, let me bring it up. There is kind of a cute promo. Yeah, exactly, Midnight. Like, you develop the bond when you play with them in battle. Like, if you know, get a cool crit, or if you win a lot, you could care about those Pokemon just fine. Look, Chad, Pikachu Diner. He's got his ketchup. They remembered Pikachu likes ketchup. There's Boiger. That's cute. Oh my god, there's a giant burger in the shape of a heart. Oh, this is going to be so popular. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Boiga. Look at him, he's got a little ketchup stain in the shape of a heart. Oh, they have a little pouch. You can imprison them forever in the pouch. Look at the burger! He's kind of giving fat Pikachu, chat. Chubby Pika, Chonky Chew lives again. Apron, tote bag. Oh, a little hand mirror, that's cute. A notebook. Oh, that's a cute notebook. Stationery set. Sticky notes. Sticker set. Oh, the stickers are cute. No, it's like a little diner glass. Oh, this is so charming. Blind bag acrylic keychains. Oh, look at the one falling over with the heart. That's cute. Return of the Chonk. Let's see, when's it come out? July 5th. Kind of a littler promo, but very cute. Pikachu Diner. They had a Pikachu like this for Valentine's Day, and it was a mega hit in Japan. Let's see. We got a new blind bag. Or not blind bag, gacha set. What is this, like footprint themed? Oh, they're wind-up figures. They move. What a unique selection of Pokemon. Natu, Mimikyu, Slowpoke. Oh yeah, you see the little wind-up next to him? That's cute. We got Magnetic Koraidon Mirror. Oh, look at the... You get Knackley and Glamora. Oh, they like hold your keys. That's cute. They're like little keychain holders. Ooh, they're kind of pricey. 3,960 yen. Well, that's fun. Got a little bit of cute merch today. Again, I always post merch news in my Discord if you're into Pokemon merch. I'll post those in there after I'm done streaming. That's fun. Whooper agrees. Return of the Chonk. Honestly, it's this type of this period in time when we're kind of a little bit removed from a gen is when we start getting some of the best promos. Because they don't have to consistently market for Scarlet and Violet. They can just kind of do whatever. So we get more unique and interesting promos than just, here's the starters, and here's the legendaries. Which, I mean, that's always fun when the gen first comes out, but this is when we get the good shit. I wonder if they'll bring that over here. They recently brought over the email said Powerhouse and made me roll my eyes. The pseudo Pokédolls of Garchomp, Salamence, Dragonite, and Titar. I think our Pokemon Center also added a Zubat bathrobe. The hottest article of clothing you could own. Zubathrobe. But yeah, I really like all the new Pokédolls. I hope they make one for Goodra and Komao. Maybe bring back Metagross. They're nice size too. They're decently sized plushies for the price. You don't get the fun tag though if you buy them from the US Pokemon Center or the Australian, Canadian, UK one. Yeah, I don't know if it's Game Freak or TPCI that's like, oh, you know all these fan terms that have existed for 1,000 years? We're inventing our own now and you have to use them. Alright, we're at 1450, chat. We'll probably do 50 more tonight. I think they finally listed all the lane evolutions as well if you have 400 apiece lying around that you have to spend. I'm not buying any of those evolution plushies because I don't in fact have 400 just kind of laying around for any of them, but it does illustrate how large the evolutions actually are. I don't think people realize that they're bigger. They're bigger Pokemon than you'd think. You don't use the official terms, Pikachu breaks into your house and punishes you. You get a Thunderbolt right to the face. What are these pseudos you speak of? We only know the term Powerhouse. Which... that's such a vague term. My god. Good night, everybody heading out. We're gonna do a few more and then I too will get gone. I'm so happy I got a barrel. That was amazing. This is such a quick way to get encounters so fast. The sweet set method is legit. More bibbies. Having the encounter number constantly go up is giving me a little deja vu to the Swords of Justice hunts. It's like I was just shiny hunting Virizion just yesterday. Man, I bet all that Pikachu diner stuff is gonna sell out so fast. Alright, 1467. Hello, Starly. Whoa, 1,000 Starlies be upon thee. Whoops. Again, they're gonna put Starly in all these games and not give Staraptor, like, a form or anything? Why? Not like he's got anything better to do. You think Staraptor has anything else going on? No. Pencil that guy in for a form or something. His schedule is free. I hope at least once we can see Gulpin. If Gulpin never shows up, I'm gonna be really sad. Give Gulpin a regional form? Co-signed. Gulpin and Swalot are really fun. Instead of Manectric, it should have been Swalot. It should have been me, not him. Yeah, it's a fun Pokemon to use. Legitimately. $14.77. Yeah, you could give it an evolution as well. What would an evolved Swalot look like? A giant homunculus? Okay, 1480. Sister Whooper. They give it teeth? Ooh, that's cursed. The thought of Swalot with, like, veneers. It's one of my favorite parts in Gen 3. When you finally get to Slateport. There's just so many new Pokemon to encounter, so many new NPCs you can talk to. It's such a good part of Gen 3. Chewton. Choodle C. Chewton. John C. Chewton. Any sort of convergent evolution with Choodle sounds beyond cursed. In a funny way, though, I think Choodle is more memorable than Dreadnought. Yeah, I'd love to see them do something with Aegislash. Although I'd be scared. I don't want them to ruin it. Aegislash is such a neat Pokemon. Whatever they end up giving it, I hope they handle it with care. He chewed too close to the sun. A chainsaw sword? Well, that would be pretty sick. Yeah, Choodle is a little gremlin and Dreadnought is just another blue water turtle. Like, that's why Torkoal stands out so much. It's a fun design and a turtle, but he's fire. Oh, especially as Nessa's ace. Yuck. Somebody fire this guy. Yeah, play into the ghost typing that Aegislash has. That would be cool. Bibby! Tortuga is the real wave. None of this Dreadnought stuff. Return to Arceus's country with Caracosta. Alright, 5 more. Badoo. You're pretty common for being a bebe, Badoo. I feel like most Pokemon babies are rare. I mean, I guess Badoo shows up pretty uncommon. feel like we've seen so many Golducks tonight. I've never seen so many Golducks. Actually, maybe I have seen a lot of Golduck by that one, like, pond lake in Scarlet Violet. There's a lot of Golduck over there. My Smeargle still has the Lepa Berry on it. Alright, if you had one more sweet scent, one more shot in the swamp, here we go. It would be a Meryl that is not shiny. I mean, honestly, chat, if I only end up with Barrel, I would be happy with that. That was amazing, and I actually managed to catch it, which was even better. So, I already have considered this week a success. But I guess we'll finish this out this weekend, see if any other friends would like to show up. But yeah, if you're new here, check out the Discord. You can share your own shinies, and again, I post a lot of Pokemon merch news in there. Yeah, successful! I'm happy. I'm happy with this. But we'll keep at it for the week. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the raids. Thanks for all the follows. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. All my VODs are always on YouTube if you ever want to go watch them. In the shiny hunting playlist. Everything's in a nice playlist. But yeah, we'll be back this weekend, chat, to see if any other swampy friends want to show up. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Good rest of your night. And I'll see you all later. Good luck, also, if you're participating in Safari Week. Hooper sends you shiny luck. Alright, everybody. I'm out of here. Bye!